In the previous section, Lord Krishna had concluded that the divine energy, which is the material energy, is very difficult to overcome by the conditioned souls, and only those who surrender unto Krishna can overcome the influence of material nature. So if it is so easy to overcome the influence of the material energy by surrendering to Krishna, then why are people not surrendering to Krishna? There are many educated people, great scientists, philosophers, politicians who don't surrender to Krishna. Why do they not surrender to Krishna and overcome the influence of material energy and solve the problems of life? One may have such a question. So Krishna answers this question. Krishna says, Namam dushkriti no modha prapadyante naradhama Mayaya paharta jnana asuram bhavam ashrita. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. Here Krishna has described that there are one category of people who are dushkriti. Dushkriti means even though they are very intelligent, even though they have great influence and ability, they utilize it for doing things which are against the Supreme Lord. They utilize their intelligence, they utilize all the resources to do things against the established law of God. So such people are called dushkrutis. So there are 4 categories of dushkrutis who do not surrender to Krishna. They are, first category Krishna is listing as mudhas. Mudhas are people who are grossly foolish. They don't understand the aim of life. They work hard and just to earn money and fulfill some material needs and material desires, they go on working very hard. An example is given of an ass. An ass is a beast of burden. It carries load on its back for its master and it is many times beaten by the master just for the sake of a morsel of grass which is easily available anywhere and everywhere. But the donkey, the ass, thinks that if it does not carry that huge load on its back, it will not get the morsel of grass. And then it is very fearful. It sleeps fearfully of the master, and then when it wants to indulge in sex, it gets kicked by the opposite sex, and in this way it leads a miserable life. And that is why ass is an example of foolish animal, because even though it can enjoy the morsel of grass freely, it thinks that it has to carry heavy load for getting that morsel of grass. In the same way, there are people who work very hard and earn money, make material assets, which they don't even enjoy those material assets which they earn, and they themselves eat very little, and they create their own responsibilities, their own engagements, and they say that we don't have time to understand or hear about God, they don't have time to listen to the messages of the scriptures. They say that we are very busy in our works and we have no time. Actually, they are not interested in God. They think that earning money, making wealth for their descendants is the aim of life. Such people are grossly foolish. They are called here by Krishna as mudhas. They do not surrender to Krishna.